How's it going, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's preview video. We're back with the UEFA Champions League this week and we have two Spain versus Germany matches in this round of fixtures. For this video, we will be covering the second of those matches, which is kicking off on the 23rd of October, that is this Wednesday, in Barcelona, and it sees Football Club Barcelona host Bayern Munich. We start off with the home side here being the Blaugrana. The last five fixtures for Barcelona have ended in 4 wins and 1 loss. Their last match was a 5-1 win at home against Sevilla in the Spanish La Liga last weekend. In these last 5 fixtures, Barcelona have scored 16 goals and conceded just 3. So the Blaugrana are getting the goals and they're making sure to keep it nice and solid at the back as well. The first player I'd like to talk about has got to be Polish centre forward Robert Lewandowski. In 12 appearances for Barcelona, Lewandowski has scored 14 goals and contributed 2 assists. In Robert Lewandowski, I think Barcelona have a very strong, very accurate and direct centre forward who's always just looking to hit the back of the net. Next up, I want to talk about Brazilian right winger Rafinha. In 12 appearances for Barcelona this season, Rafinha has scored 6 goals and contributed 8 assists. In Rafinha, I think Barcelona have a stylish Brazilian playmaker who is quick, intelligent, and is exceptionally motivated right now. And finally, I want to talk about Spanish centre-back Pau Cubarsí, who, despite being just a teenager, has already made 12 appearances for Barcelona and managed to notch up a single assist. With Pau Cubarsí, I really appreciate his distribution, his pace, and his incredibly mature decision-making, especially for a player of his tender age. Looking at the injuries for Barcelona, I think obviously the Blaugrana are going to be missing centre-backs Andreas Christensen and Ronald Araujo, as well as goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen. These are all injuries that are going to take at least a month for these players to return, so the team will have to learn to make do without them. Coach Hansi Flick has decided to switch the team to using a 4-2-3-1 formation as opposed to their standard 4-3-3. In this new setup, Lewandowski plays alone as the lone centre forward, with Rafinha playing just behind him in that number 10 role, just looking to pull the strings and get those final balls to either Lewandowski or the wing players out wide. Pedri sits deeper in central midfield just to orchestrate the gameplay and to dictate the tempo of the match. Barcelona look to always keep possession of the ball, dictate things according to how they want to play it, but this is a team who recently has also learned how to counter-attack at pace as well. Looking at the away team for Bayern Munich, the last 5 fixtures have ended in 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. Bayern's last match was a 4-0 win at home against Stuttgart in the German Bundesliga. In these last 5 fixtures, Bayern have scored 13 goals and conceded 5. So just like Barcelona, Bayern are getting goals and they're making sure to not concede too many as well. The first player I'd like to talk about for Bayern has got to be English centre forward Harry Kane. In 10 appearances for Bayern this season, Harry Kane has scored 13 goals and contributed 6 assists. In Harry Kane, I think Bayern have a very strong, very athletic centre forward who's very efficient at finishing. Next up, I want to talk about French right winger Michael Olise, who in 10 appearances for Bayern Munich has managed to score 6 goals and contribute 3 assists. In Olise, I think Bayern have a very quick, very intelligent wide player who has great creativity and great ball control. And finally, I want to talk about German defensive midfielder Joshua Kimmich. In 10 appearances for Bayern, Kimmich has 3 assists. And I think when I look at Kimmich, I see a defensive midfielder who has great vision, great awareness, great passing, and is a typical box-to-box midfielder with tons of stamina. In terms of injuries for Bayern Munich, Jamal Musiala has been struggling with a bit of a hip injury, but I think he could actually return in this match, and if he does, I think Bayern fans will be able to rest a little easier going into this one. Nevertheless, I think Vincent Kompany is going to stick with his tried and tested 4-2-3-1 formation, with Harry Kane up front as that lone centre forward, and Thomas Müller playing behind him in that number 10 role. Michael Olise will be the player they're looking to just create things out wide and just make sure that this team still has pace and creativity in the wide positions, while Thomas Müller and Harry Kane sneak behind enemy lines to get the ball and then just finish as often as they can. Bayern, like Barcelona, are a team who like to control the ball and control the game by extension, and a player like Joshua Kimmich is integral to Vincent Kompany's game plan. But just like Barcelona, Bayern also can counter at pace, but I think they might actually be a little bit better at doing so. Looking at the head-to-head between Barcelona and Bayern Munich, it does paint a bit of a grim picture for the Blaugrana. The last 5 fixtures between these two sides have ended in 5 wins for Bayern Munich. So no draws and definitely no wins for Barcelona. In these last 5 fixtures, Barcelona have scored 2 goals while Bayern have scored 19 goals. That is incredible. I think right now it really does look like Bayern Munich have started to bully Barcelona in the Champions League. If we look at the Champions League table right now, both Bayern and Barcelona are on 3 points, with Bayern occupying 15th spot and Barcelona occupying 16th spot. So I think this is now a match where obviously the winner either puts distance between themselves and the opposition, or in Barcelona's case, they could just leapfrog Bayern instead. Barcelona are looking very good going into this one. This is a team that is now looking fluid. They look like they know that they're all on the same page and everybody just understands one another. For Bayern, they've been stop and go coming into it, but if we look at this fixture alone against Barcelona, Bayern have been simply phenomenal. Strangely enough, it was Hansi Flick, Barcelona's current coach, who orchestrated that humiliating 8-2 defeat for Barcelona a few seasons ago. That terrible loss for the Blaugrana actually has started the streak where, psychologically, Bayern definitely have an edge over this team. I think even though this match will be played in Spain, Bayern are definitely in Barcelona's heads. I think these Barcelona players are very young. They don't really know what it means to win the Champions League as yet. And the last time Barcelona beat Bayern Munich, they did actually win the Champions League in 2015. But back then, they had players like Messi, Neymar, and Suarez leading the line. And right now, I think this team is very good, but they're not that good. I think this will come down to a lot of individual battles all over the pitch. Particularly, I'd like to see between the two centre forwards, Harry Kane and then Robert Lewandowski, who can score first and who can sort of just win the match for their team. Lewandowski played such an important role for Bayern in that 8-2, and now he finds himself in the colours of Barcelona instead. I think the midfield is going to be a definite battle zone. You're going to have players like Joshua Kimmich and Pedri fighting for the ball, just trying to make sure they can monopolize the ball and try to do as much damage as possible when they do have it. I think with El Clasico coming up this weekend as well, Barcelona will have their attention split between this match and the match against Real Madrid on Saturday. And I think Bayern Munich can actually capitalize on that. I think knowing also that Marc-Andre ter Stegen is injured and Barcelona are looking a little bit thin defensively right now could probably give Bayern Munich even more confidence coming into this one. Individually, I think both of these teams are evenly matched, but collectively, Barcelona do look a little better. I just think that somehow the mind games do play a bigger role in this one than anybody else does expect. My score prediction for this one is going to be Barcelona 2, Bayern Munich 2. I think on paper and collectively, Barcelona look very, very good. But in terms of the psychological battle, I think Bayern Munich have already won that one. And I think that's why they have even more of an edge in this game. But I think these advantages are just going to end up cancelling each other out. And I think for Barcelona, that might actually not be too bad. It would then allow them to concentrate on this weekend. But for Bayern, they'll be disappointed to not leave Barcelona with all 3 points. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Um, Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.